That's so weird, isn't it? I'll try it again
Yeah.
when we start. Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday, hump day, and it's a wet hump day here in Texas. So let's warm everybody up. Check this shizzy out.
Protect your family, protect your pets. Lock it in tight, don't leave it to chance yet. Got questions piling up, come on, let it breathe. There's a voice on the line that can set you free. When the road gets rough and the bills come fast, you want real answers that are built to last. So turn it up now and hear it clear. This is the kind of talk you came to hear. Insurance Questions Podcast is the place to be. Chat with Donnie Love for life insurance, yeah. For the ones you love, keep them close, keep them safe. Insurance Questions Podcast, that's the name you save. If you wanna protect your money, don't just guess and pray. Talk to Eddie Buffalo, he knows his way. He's got the facts, he's got the flow. He'll break it down so you know what you know. When the world gets loud and the plans feel thin, you need someone honest to help you win. So take that call, don't wait, don't stall. Got the kind of guidance that can cover it all. Insurance Questions Podcast is the place to be. Chat with Donnie Love for life insurance, yeah. For the ones you love, keep them close, keep them safe. Insurance Questions Podcast, that's the name you save. And as Donnie Lowe says, it isn't one size fits all. Take the one that fits your life before the hard times call. Protect your family, protect your pets, protect your money, no regrets. Insurance Questions Podcast is the place to be. Chat with Donnie Love for life insurance, yeah. For the ones you love, keep them close, keep them safe. Insurance Questions Podcast, that's the name you say. Insurance Questions Podcast, come on, shout it out. Insurance Questions Podcast, that's what it's about.
I don't know. That was pretty Donnie Low heavy. That song, Don. Did you pay somebody off? They talked
I know,
about
it
Donnie
was
Low a
great.
lot. Did you love how they put in there? You say it's not one size fits all.
Yeah,
You know?
I love that.
Look at Donnie
Great job, great
with
job.
this playoff beard. So let's start off the show by saying all the comments and statements by Eddie Buffalo and Donnie Lowe are purely for entertainment purposes. Take it away, Donnie Lowe.
All right, thanks. All
Do
right,
your
all right, all right. Thanks for joining us, everyone. The best way to experience the podcast, if you're not already on our YouTube channel, EBI Media, Insurance Questions Podcast. That's EBI Media, Insurance Questions Podcast. That's see the great graphics. Look at this thumbnail that Eddie created. It's awesome. You get to see other photos and film clips that we show.
The numbers probably wrong.
That's all right. That's all right. And you get to see Eddie's facial expressions. So that's worth it right there. That's worth the price of admission. Like, share, and subscribe if you so care to do. If you prefer listening to podcasts, we're basically anywhere you get a podcast, we're there. We're on 53 different podcast depositories. So like, share, and subscribe wherever you listen. And you know what? We're very grateful for you to be here, taking your time to spend it with us. We're very appreciative of you. So thank you so much. And tough morning. My Buffalo Sabres.
For you
our
it
Buffalo
is. I'm
Sabres.
sure it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to pull it out for you yesterday, Don. I really did. I was rooting for you.
Well, when that fourth goal really
Yes.
hurt us.
By the way, I just double checked. Donnie's counting like the Skippy to Do episode last week. So no, you're wrong, because I could only find 275. That's the last insurance podcast we did 14 days ago. So you're wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments.
I'm going to type in the comment right now.
So is their goalie that good, Don, or we just didn't have enough oomph last night?
Well, number one, their goalie is that good, and he's definitely on a hot streak. But don't forget, he played in the World Cup, and he played on the U.S. Olympic team. So he's that good. His save percentage is like 0.92, I think. Yeah, he's good.
And the team sport, that one person can make that big of a difference. That's for sure.
Yeah. UPL, our goalie, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. I would say out of the 4 goals that were scored against him, probably 2 that he needs to take back, and that one from center ice, which kind of bounced over him. It was
like a 74-footer.
Yeah, it was a tough one. You know,
that's immediately ESPN had that out as a little blurb. Watch the 74-foot blah blah blah. Goal. So that's too bad.
Yeah,
but the 7-game series, it's going to be a dogfight.
Yeah,
so,
it is. We knew that going in.
I mean, we could have won that game, even though we were down 4-0 for quite a while.
Yeah, it's interesting because I was texting back and forth with my daughter, one of my daughters, and I said, you know what? If they would have played with that desperation starting in the first period, they would have been fine. And sure enough, on the postgame show, our friend Disserdat, Marty Baron, he says, you know what? They need that desperation for the whole game. So,
it's true. I mean, you got to keep playing at a high level,
Oh, yeah,
Not
absolutely.
Take your foot off the gas, especially when you got your foot on their neck like we did on Monday. Was that what, that was Sunday?
Sunday, yeah.
So a little bit conflict tomorrow, Don, because not only are your Buffalo Sabres playing, but your Buffalo Bills are draft night, starting off with the Raiders. And did you see about the first pick in the draft? Everybody knows who it's going to be. He's not going to be attending, and I'm like, well, that's kind of rude. But the reason he's not going to be attending is because his mom has MS, and he didn't want to have to move the whole family down there, and then leave the next morning for probably the Raiders. That's who they're saying are going to pick him.
Yeah, that I'll tell you, I don't know. I don't follow college football really. The only thing I know about, and I even forgot his name. Not Hernandez. Is it Hernandez? I forgot. But I did see a clip where his parents were at one of his games, and because his mother was in a wheelchair, she couldn't stand up. So the father didn't stand up the whole game, and it was just so touching, that they really care for his mother, and he's so religiously grounded and big.
I know, right?
It's just how can you not like this kid, and you hope he succeeds, just not against the Buffalo Bills. That's all.
I know. Because I usually talk to a kid at the gym in the morning. He's a firefighter here in Greenville, and he just, for whatever reason, didn't like the Cowboys. He was always a Raiders fan, so I always, talk to him a little bit about that. And it's funny because sometimes, I don't even know it's him until I'm talking to him. It's like one of these things, like I have a mental block about it.
Yeah.
Good luck to everybody tomorrow. I know there's a lot of blowback. I've been listening a lot to Buffalo Sports Radio the past couple of days with everything going crazy with the Sabres. And the big rumor is that they're not really too happy about AJ Moore, that they gave up a second rounder. So what's the word in the street there? Do you think they'll move Keon Coleman and try to get a second rounder back? Because you might be able to get a third rounder for him. I don't even know if you'll have to get a second one for him.
Yeah, again, I know we briefly talked about this, but I just think I think Keon Coleman's coming back. Again, his off season, he's been training the whole off season. It seems like somebody kind of put the fire underneath him to forget about all this extracurricular stuff. You have to focus. If you don't focus, you're not going to be in the league. So he's strength conditioning, everything.
You got to remember these guys. I'm gonna put my rally cap on for the Sabres. You got to remember one thing, that since an early age, these guys were fantastic in sports, so not many people said no to them.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you remember? Obviously, you do, but for people that don't remember, Marshawn Lynch started his career in Buffalo, New York.
Yeah.
And my buddy owned a bar in Hamburg, and he would just. It was such a big place that the whole back of the bar, Marshawn and his buddies would come in. They'd whoop it up. They'd have fun. They'd mess around. And, he'd make close to $5,000 every time they visited. Wow. And I got to say, there was never a problem. And I have to put a finger on one person why there was no trouble. Who was that, Don?
I know. Yeah, I know. You had mentioned that before.
So he was a real nice guy. I'm glad he's still, little by little, he's showing up in movies. I don't know if you've noticed that or not, Don.
In movies, no.
Yeah. Let me see.
I know he was on some commercials.
Oh, I think he was in the remake of Roadhouse. I'm not that sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah, let me double check. What movies has Marshawn Lynch been in? Something called Bottoms. I don't know what that is. Love Hurts, and he's in the upcoming TV series Euphoria, and featured in Eeny Meeny, whatever the hell that was, and The Pickup. His recent roles often showcase his personality and comedic timing. So these are all the movies that he's been in so far. In 2022, he was in Murderville, whatever that is. Something called Freaky Tales. And then Euphoria, which I've heard good things about it. I just haven't seen it yet.
I think it's on HBO, right?
Oh, that's why. The Pickup. It's like when Eddie Murphy was in that movie. He was a armored car driver. He was one of the bad guys in there.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Something called Eeny Meeny on Hulu. His character's name is Perb. Love Hurts. I don't know what that is either. Action thriller featuring high-impact scenes. And Bottoms in 2023 played Mr. G, a teacher in the critically acclaimed comedy. I don't remember that at all, Bottoms.
No,
do you?
No, I don't. But I think Love Hurts was a song, wasn't it? In the 70s? Nazareth?
I thought it was Love Bites.
No. I think Love Hurts. I'm thinking it was
a Hellstrom song with Lizzie Hale. It is. That's going out to our buddy Ike because he loves him some Lizzie Hale for whatever reason. So he's like, yeah, Eddie, I love Lizzie Hale. Or he said, go screw yourself, Eddie. I'm not really too sure about that. Could go either way.
I like Ike. Leave him alone.
Well, listen, before we get into the meat and bones of the show, why don't you talk about our sponsor today, Don?
Yes.
You know who it is. You know him. You love him.
I sure do.
It's your buddy at Pins and Aces. PinsandAces.com
right.
for all of your golfing needs. And I'm going to go blow my nose.
Good idea. Good idea. So pinsandaces.com, PINSAND Aces, ACES.com, where you can get all of your golfing needs that you have. If you're not a golfer, they've got great hats, apparel for both men and women. It's really, really neat looking items they have. What you see on the screen right now are their club heads. What's that?
It's Nito. It's Nito. Gee whiz.
It's neato, but they really do have some great products that they offer. Service is fantastic. The prices are very competitive, and when you go to their site and you go to the checkout, they ask for the promo code, type in the word Buffalo, and it's Buffalo. You get a 21% discount on anything that's in your cart. So again, they've got golf club head covers, apparel, hats, golf bags, all sorts of golf essentials that you need, the tools, the divot markers, anything like that. And again, it's great products, great company, based in Colorado. Go to pinsandaces.com and type in Buffalo for your 21% discount.
Yeah, check it out, guys. There's always something really good that you can find there. All right, are you ready to do some role play, Donnie?
Oh, I didn't know we were doing role play, but
Yes. This show is about how do I get started buying insurance and how do I know how much I need. So my name is Bobby Bones. I'm a fireman for the city of Buffalo. I'm 35 years old. My wife is 32, and we have 3 children and 1 on the way. We have children that are 12, 11, 10, and a whoops a baby. Here comes another baby. Because I've done so well, in my career, because I started as a fireman pretty much right out of high school. I was able to take the test and get it. And my wife just works part-time. She works at Mighty Taco. So I don't know anything about this whole insurance thing. I heard it's good. Billy Sheehan said it was good. So, Billy Sheehan said insurance is good. It's got to be. So how do I get started on this thing? Do I just pay you money? What do I do?
Sure. So there is a process, Bobby, and what I guess for all of our viewers and listeners, there is a process that we follow, and there's a reason for that process. Because again, we don't want to just sell you something. Okay, just buy here, sign here. We want to make sure that what you're getting is what you need, what you want, what your expectations are, and that's why we'd like to inform and educate you. So Bobby, you said that you've been on a Buffalo firefighter since
I was 22.
22 years old.
I have 13 years.
And so some of the questions that we ask, Bobby, is do you know if you have life insurance through the Buffalo Fire Department?
Oh, I'm not really that sure. I never really paid attention to that stuff.
Okay. So one of the things that I would suggest is that you contact your human resources department and let's see if you have any coverage. And we can determine the amount of coverage that you do have. And then
I think they offer something through the union, Don. I'll have to check on that.
Okay. So and if you need assistance with that, if you want to get me on the phone when you're calling them, I can do that for you and with you. Okay. But let's make the assumption maybe you've got $50,000 of life insurance. What is your current salary?
Right now, with overtime and that, I made $129 last year.
Okay. And how about your lovely wife? Does she work?
She makes about another 20 grand. Yeah, don't you listen? I told you she works at Mighty Taco, Don.
Oh, yeah,
Let
Mighty
me talk
Taco.
to Eddie Buffalo. I think he's better than you.
Yeah, I think you're right. I forgot. Mighty Taco. Okay. So
Mighty Taco. Mighty Taco.
Oh, do I have a Mighty Taco story? But at any
I would love to have some Mighty Taco right this second.
Super Mighty, please.
Oh my God.
So does your spouse work full time or part time at Mighty Taco?
Just part time. She's
Okay.
busy with the kids.
I'm sure, and now, especially with the new baby on the way.
I'm on that 24-hour shift, so it gets a little bit hairy for her.
Yeah, that's very true. So, what are your plans for your children for higher education? Do you know?
No, I mean, it's so expensive right now. I have 3 girls and 1 boy. I mean, Timon's expensive. Mount Mercy's expensive. It's probably going to be more expensive for me to send them to high school than college, to be honest with you. I'm hoping one of them's smart, at least smarter than I am. Smart,
Yeah.
hopefully they got those genes from their mom.
Do you currently own your home or rent?
I bought it like 3 years ago.
Okay. And
Bought it from Robert's Realty.
oh,
Cheap
nice.
plug. Wink. Yeah, I bought it
Jim.
from Michelle.
Oh, okay. At Jim Roberts, West
Michelle
New.
G. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And do you have a mortgage on that home?
I do, unfortunately. My mortgage is like $1,500 a month.
All right. And what is the total value of the mortgage that you own? Oh,
Well, I'm not sure. I'd have to look, but the house was $297.
okay.
Yeah,
And so,
it's right on the borderline of South Buffalo and Lackawanna.
okay. So would it be safe to say your mortgage is around 275,000, or is that a little
Close, yeah.
All right. So we'll say 275,000. Do you have any outstanding loans, like student loans or car?
No, luckily I paid all those off.
Very
you
good.
know, and I just have like a little bit of credit card debt.
Okay.
You know,
What is a little bit?
probably less than $10,000
Okay.
in revolving credit, and my
Okay.
truck payment's about $575, so that's a big nut to take care of too. But gotta have a pickup truck in Buffalo with all the snow.
That's true. That's true. Do you lease or own the car?
I
The truck.
lease. I have a
Okay.
3-year lease on it.
Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. Does your wife have any outstanding debt, student loans or any other debt?
She does have a student loan. She's got about $100,000 in student loans still.
Okay. Very good. So let me ask you this, Bobby. Should something happen to you, say tomorrow, where you can no longer bring income into the household, what would your wife and children do? What would they need to do?
I don't really know, and that's kind of what scares me. I mean, with the dangerous job that I have, my mortality, a lot of us guys talk about that. And I know we get like something from if we die in the line of duty from the city of Buffalo,
Mhm.
but I think that's going to be enough to take care of the house and whatever bill she has. So that's why, I talked to my one cousin and he said that it might be a good idea to talk to you.
Yeah.
It was Vinny Boombatz from the West Side. He said you went to high school together.
Of course we did. Of course we did. Say hello to Vinny when you see him for me.
Sorry, sir. My allergies are bugging me today.
That's quite all right. That's quite all right. So again, if you get, say, a small pension coming into your wife and kids, but it's not going to be enough so that they can stay in the house, perhaps, or pay for high school, is what I'm kind of hearing here. Is that correct?
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, right now they're in parochial school, and that's expensive.
Yeah, it
Now we
is.
got another one coming. Should have got that snip, huh, Donnie?
That's
Yeah,
totally
he's a
up to
good
you.
looking woman, though. If I croak off, there'll be guys lining up to come. I don't know with all those kids, though. I don't know if I'd want that.
Oh my gosh, this is turning sideways already. So, how long would you want a good amount of income coming in so that your wife would not have to move? You can still, have your kids sent to the parochial school that you want, high school that you want. So
Yeah,
how long?
I want to make sure if I leave this planet tomorrow that they're well taken care of. So how much do you think would go for that? I mean, and can I get insurance on the kids, or is that gross?
So let's answer one question at a time here. How much do you need? Roughly. Well, how long do you want the money to last? Let me ask you that question.
Well, if I'm dead, I don't need the money, but she's going to need it. I don't want to
Right.
have her worried. I don't know. Is $1 million too little or too much? You tell me.
Yeah. So I mean, if you're talking, what now? I think parochial high school anyway is what, $18,000-$20,000. Is that
Yeah,
about
that's
right? Yeah. So
I am a product of time, and you can tell how smart I am.
there you go. So I mean, you're talking, initially with 3 of your children, sooner will be in high school. $20,000 a year times 4, that's 80,000, times 3, that's $240,000 right there just for high school.
Well, no, that's a lot.
That's
of
a
dough.
lot of dough. So plus you've got the
Gotta
mortgage.
some overtime, huh?
Yeah. So you've got the
I'm a bartender
mortgage.
off the books too, so shh, don't tell anybody. Just so you know,
I didn't
I'm
hear
over,
any.
I'm
I
over
don't
at
know what
Hopper. Yeah, I'm over at Hoppers.
so
Okay,
no, a million.
Don, we're gonna stop right here. This is gonna be a two-parter. So
Yeah.
obviously, this is a fictional account. You know, this is not a real person, but we hear stories like this all the time. And was Donnie being nosy? Was he wanting to know all my business? What could you please explain to the listeners so they know where we were going with this? Is what was this interaction? What were you doing?
So what we do with all of our clients, this was what we call a fact-finding session or appointment. And what we have to do is, and again, and I always tell this to, and you do too, anything that we talk about is between us. We don't share this information with anybody.
We're like the secret keepers, and I like to talk, and I've never told anybody anything about any of my clients.
Yeah, exactly. I would not even tell Vinny Goombats, right? So,
Hey, he knows people just like you, so I'm sure he knows already.
so what we need to do is we need to dig down, get this information. What assets do you have now? How much do you have in the bank? What is your retirement plan looking like? IRA, 401k, 403b, whatever it is. What type of pension do you have? And what are your liabilities? What are the expenses? So $275,000 you owe on a mortgage, $10,000 in credit card debt. Your spouse might have $100,000 in student loans. We need to factor all of that information in.
100%, yeah.
Right. And so the reasons why we need to do that, number one, we want to make sure that when we come back to you and say, well, because you asked me, well, how much do I or we need?
Right.
We're going to come back with we're not going to pick a number out of the sky. It's going to be based on the information you give us. It's going to be based on facts. That's number one. Number two is when we go with that application to the insurance company, they need to know this information.
Yeah, and a lot of companies now are having you attach the fact finder to the application.
Right, right. And number three, they need that information, but it's required by New York State, Texas, the federal government even. They need to know, are we offering you the right product at the right price and the right time frame? So it's called a best interest.
And no matter how good it is, if they can't afford it, we're not putting these people in a hole. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And, we've had instances where somebody might be making, say, $50,000 a year. Their mortgage is, $800 a month. Maybe the total balance on their mortgage is $125,000. And they're coming in saying, well, I need $10 million life insurance. Well, the insurance company is going to say, why do they need $10 million?
Yeah.
So that's good. So we would take that information and then bring it, come back to you, which we will do next week.
And people don't want to feel stupid talking about this. They're not being stupid. You don't need to know about our business. I'm not going to know anything about being a fireman or working at Mighty Taco. That's your job. Let us do our job and do the best for you. Because as Donnie Lowe says,
it's not one size fits all.
No. So I hope this was an informative show. This might even be a 2 or 3 parter, to be honest with you, Don, because I want to go into a little bit about underwriting once we sell these people the insurance and what are the pits and valleys of underwriting it. What could you look for and what do you need to tell us about? But we'll save that.
Right.
Probably part 3, I'm guessing. So I want to thank everybody for being with us. Go Sabres. Good luck to the Bills tomorrow night. Tune in tomorrow for Ask Dr. Andy. Oh, it's a good one, Don. We're talking about protecting your children, kind of like protecting your children with insurance, protecting your children with, the right medical care. So it was an interesting conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry I'm stuffy. But I'm going to end the show like we end every other show. If you like working with people that are just like you, have the same values that you do, have the same passion for life, we are definitely the people to work with. And we love our children too. They're definitely the people you need to be working with. You can reach us at EBI Agency. You can also email me at eddiebuffaloinsurance@gmail.com. And what's the hotline, Donnie?
That hotline number, 716-541-4118, 716-541-4118.
I think my allergies got worse just being on the show. Maybe I'm allergic to you and Disney.
Might be. I know you're allergic to me.
I know, right? So, what did I ask you? The hotline?
Yes.
I'm a little foggy. Took some
That's
Benadryl. Sorry. So, just remember, everybody, life is worth living. What do you got to do, Donnie?
You got to keep on fighting, baby. Just keep on fighting.
Good luck to everyone. And let us know what you liked about the song. I'm not going to play it again because that was enough for anybody. All right. Take care, everybody. Tune in tomorrow for Dr. Andrew. It was good stuff.
Ciao,
Bye.
ciao, everybody.